Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learning Electronics. We have completed all the topics related to second order control system. So from this lecture onwards, we are going to solve some numericals related to second order control system. So before starting the video, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get more updated videos from here. In this lecture, we are going to solve third numerical related to second order control system. In the previous classes, we have already solved two numericals related to second order control system. So the question is, for the control system shown, find the value of K1 and K2 so that the maximum overshoot is 25% and peak time TP is equal to 4 seconds. Assume unit step input. So this is the control system given. Here the forward part transfer function GS will be equal to K1 divided by S square, and feedback part transfer function HS will be equal to 1 plus K2 into S. Now we have to find out the closed loop transfer function for this system. The closed loop transfer function CS by RS will be equal to GS divided by 1 plus GS into HS. Now we put the values of GS and HS in this equation. We will get K1 by S square divided by 1 plus K1 by S square into 1 plus K2S. When we solve this, we will get CS by RS is equal to K1 divided by S square plus K1 K2S plus K1. Let this be equation number 1. Now we have to compare this equation with the standard equation of closed loop transfer function of second order control system, which is CS by RS is equal to omega n square divided by S square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. Let this be equation number 2. Now we will compare equation number 1 and 2 and find out the value of zeta and omega n. So here we can see that 2 zeta omega n is equal to K1 into K2 and omega n square is equal to K1. By comparing equation number 1 and 2, we will get omega n square is equal to K1. Therefore, omega n will be equal to under root K1. Let this be equation number A. Again, when we compare both the equations, we will get 2 zeta omega n is equal to K1 into K2. We know that omega n is equal to under root K1. Therefore, zeta will be equal to K1 K2 divided by 2 into under root K1. When we rationalize this equation, we will get zeta is equal to 1 by 2 K2 into root of K1. Let this be equation number B. Now it is given in the question that the maximum overshoot MP is equal to 25%, which is equal to 0.25, and we know the formula for MP, which is equal to e to the power minus zeta pi divided by under root 1 minus zeta square. Now we put the value of MP here, we'll get 0.25 is equal to e to the power minus zeta pi divided by under root 1 minus zeta square. This will be equal to log of 0.25 is equal to minus of zeta pi divided by under root 1 minus zeta square. The log of 0.25 will be equal to minus of 1.3863, which is equal to minus of zeta pi divided by under root 1 minus zeta square. By squaring both sides, we will get 1.9218 is equal to zeta square pi square divided by 1 minus zeta square. Now we cross multiply, then we'll get 1.9218 minus 1.9218 zeta square is equal to pi square is 9.869. When we solve this, we will get zeta square is equal to 0.1629. Therefore, from this equation, zeta will be equal to 0.4037 we will get. So this is the value of zeta we are getting. Again, it is given in the question the peak time TP is equal to 4 seconds. and we know the formula of Tp is equal to pi upon omega d, where omega d is called as damped frequency of oscillations. So when we put the value of Tp here, we'll get omega d is equal to pi by 4 radian per seconds. We know that omega d is equal to omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square. So from this equation we can find out the value of omega n, which is equal to omega d divided by under root 1 minus zeta square. Now we put the value of omega d and zeta in this equation. Omega d is pi by 4 divided by under root 1 minus zeta square, that is 0.4037 square. When we solve this, omega n will be equal to 0.8584 radian per second. From the equation A, we got omega n is equal to under root k1. So k1 will be equal to omega n square. Now we will put omega n value here. Omega n was 0.8584 square. We will get k1. K1 will be equal to 0.7369. So this is the value of k1 which we want to find out. Now we will find out k2. For this we will take equation number B. According to equation number B, zeta is equal to half into under root k1 into k2. From this equation, k2 is equal to 2 zeta divided by under root k1. Under root k1 is omega n. So this will be equal to 2 zeta upon omega n. Now we will put the value of zeta and omega n in this equation. Therefore k2 will be equal to 2 into 0.4037 divided by 0.8584. When we solve this, we will get k2 is equal to 0.9406. So this is the value of k2 we are getting. So hope you have understood the numerical. Thank you very much for watching. In the next lecture, we are going to solve another numerical related to second order control system.